Hey everyone, welcome to States of Discovery, a new podcast by Only in Your State. My name is Marissa. I'm here with my co host Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Marissa. How are you?
I'm decompressing after the fair.
Yep.
Wow, what a wild ride. The Wisconsin State Fair, something I'll never forget.
I love that my first state fair was one of the biggest state fairs in the United States and had so much going on. I was just blown away by all of the sights, the smells. Like, really, it
Yeah.
was just, and not in like a bad way. There was so much food and delightful things that I made it sound a little worse than what it was now. But just like we were set up near food vendors and drink vendors and stages, and it was incredible.
Yeah, it really was. Just start to finish, I feel like. Sarah and I, we were manning the Only in Your State booth, which we were handing out a bunch of swag for people to come and just introduce them to our brand, to also see some familiar faces that already are followers of our brand. We were giving away things for free and just chatting with locals, which was probably my favorite part of the whole thing. We got to talk
Yeah.
to so many people. We got to talk to them about Wisconsin, which I wasn't super familiar with. I visited a couple of times. I know you
Yeah.
visited a couple times, but this was probably the best fully immersive experience for someone who wants to know about Wisconsin and then also wants to know how the locals feel about it.
Yes, and thank you to everyone, if you're listening and or watching, who stopped by, said hello, were so nice to us, and took some of our swag. That's what we were there for. But no, it was a really amazing time to visit Milwaukee. I've driven through Wisconsin a couple of times, and I've been to Madison, but I was never able to visit Milwaukee until this year. And so not only were the people of Wisconsin in general very nice, but the city was great too. So it was a nice
Yeah.
first introduction. I want to know, just right off the rip, what are your favorite things that you've experienced at the state fair? Like, for you, what did you walk away with as like your high notes?
Wow. I loved how I think inclusive it was in terms of just a wide variety of food, a wide variety of things to do. Just the fact that at the same fair, that in the Dairyland, which is what Wisconsin's known for, you could have a vegan cheese vendor setting up
Yeah.
and everyone's trying it. It might not be
Yes.
their jam, but they're like, yeah, let me give this a whirl. And then, you have a Italian sausage sandwich, which we were stationed by, which, wow, those smells coming off of that place. Man, that was great. But then it's right next to salad on a stick. So I feel like my favorite part was how representative this state fair was for so many different things, not just the stereotypes of Wisconsin, which a lot of people have that aren't familiar with the state, but it was just like a really all-inclusive experience that I thought was really cool. What about you?
Yeah. Well, I was really delighted by the entire Sporkies and Drinkies competition.
Mm,
I read a little bit about it, but as soon as we started discussing it, whenever we were setting up our booth, I realized I didn't really like dig into like who are the finalists, who are the winners. So I took a lot of time to go around and see for myself like what they did. And as we mentioned in the episode, we tried the purple pickle lemonade. I have troubles with my R's. Can't say that fast. You just can't. But then some of the other like really fun things like the dirty chai lumpia and what was another one? Obviously the cream puff. Not in the Sporkies and Drinkies, but obviously very iconic. So I think it really boils down to the food. And like you said, there was a lot of really inclusive options. Like, I was so shocked whenever you're like, "Oh, here's some vegan vegan grilled cheese." I'm like, "You got to be kidding me, really?" That's
right. Yeah.
okay, cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Also, the music. There were so many stages.
Oh, yeah.
I was not
Yeah.
prepared for that. Like, we were we were being serenaded the entire day, every day we were there. So whether it was like a Jimmy Buffett band or just like, gosh, they were on for a while too. Like Cat Sass, that band, the cover band.
Yeah.
I swear
Yeah.
they played 6 hours that day, and good for
Right.
them. Everyone loved
Yeah.
it. It was right by the micro brew bar and at the Budweiser stage. It was a happening place. Ann
You can
Hoffman.
make up your own words. There's no rules
Yeah,
here.
it was a beer pun. I was clever. Everyone heard it.
I'm with you on the music. I think that's what maybe surprised me the most
Yeah.
was how much music. There was one, I think when we were walking around trying to find Spin City where all of the rides were.
Mhm.
And I feel like you and I passed maybe, gosh, 7 stages of all different types of music. There
Yeah.
was, people playing acoustic, people doing covers, there was a whole rock area, there was a folk area, there was an upright bass. Like,
That's
it's
what I
just
was
like,
gonna say. We were on the
yeah,
sky glider going back to our station, and we looked down, and in the stage, some woman was playing an upright bass in like a folk band. I'm like, this is amazing.
yeah. It was
Crazy.
such a great, just the variety of things. I feel like it didn't just cater to one type of person, which I think I really appreciated. And that just says something about the people that really are putting this fair together every year,
Hmm.
that they want everyone to have a good time, which
Yes.
clearly people are if it's a million people that are visiting every year and coming
Wild.
back, you know?
Yes, so many people were traveling from Minnesota, from Illinois, from just I think we've talked to some people from Florida and New Jersey too. And
Yeah.
just people want to travel to this fair. And to be honest with you, I kind of want to put it in the books for myself next year. I mean, I hope that we can
Yeah.
represent as only in your state, but it was such a fun experience. I would absolutely go back.
Yeah, I agree. And, it really does kind of make me wonder what other fair experiences are out there and how they differ. I know we were chatting with a couple of people that passed by the booth that
Yeah.
they actually like travel to different state fairs.
Yeah.
That's their hobby is going to these different state fairs. So I would love if we could go and see another state fair and just see how it
Yes.
differs.
Oh my
See,
gosh.
if it's
States
what
of
the vibe
Discovery,
is.
the fair podcast.
I would. Don't twist my arm.
Right? Okay, question for you. Out of all the fairs you've ever experienced in your life, so including the Wisconsin, but maybe like county fairs, local fairs, other state fairs, what's some of the weirdest stuff you've seen at fairs? Because I don't know if it's just from where I've been come from, but I just want to know what have you seen that's been
Hmm.
like, hmm, a real head scratcher.
Wow. What have I seen? That's a great question. Maybe for another time, I have a story about this. Maybe I've told you before Santa's Enchanted Forest in Miami, Florida, which
I feel
is
like we talked about it on a previous season,
yeah,
and you threw up, maybe.
yes, a lot. Because the gentleman on the ride decided to do it twice as long, twice as fast, and all of us on the ride.
Not
And
to
it
call you
affected
out, but
me.
that's what I remember.
Yeah. Remember where you
Sorry.
threw up everywhere? It was really gross and you were so embarrassed? No, no. It's true
Oops.
though. Like, I mean, there's really nothing I could do in that situation. He ruined me for life because then my equilibrium was off for years. But
Really?
yeah, I would say
Oh
if you want to
no.
experience some weird stuff at a fair, come down to Florida and maybe we'll just leave it at that for now. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
what about you?
I'm trying to think of just like the classic stuff I would experience at local fairs. Like I said, I hadn't been to a state fair before, but like tractor pulls. Did you have tractor pulls?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it sounds like. Tractors pulling things in like a competition. I never like
Pulling
fully,
people?
well, like the people would be in the tractors and like, it's kind of like, I would compare it to like a monster truck show. Like it's just
Oh.
tractor feats, as you
Oh,
do.
okay.
And then also I forget what the official name for it is, but like the cow bingo. So they would have a cow and they would put it in a paddock and they would draw out a bingo board. And wherever it pooed throughout the day, people would win.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I've heard of
like,
this, but with
yeah.
chickens in
Ah,
Austin. That's like a big thing. Austin, Texas.
wow. That's a
Yeah.
lot more excrement than I would expect than a cat because they're going so
Yeah.
often. Like everyone's a winner.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say yours sounded like it would take hours. Like Wow.
Also, a valuable learning opportunity for the children.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Do you have like at your state fairs? I always see this come fall season, but like that pumpkin chucking
Yes.
contest. Okay.
Oh my God, Marissa. I went with a friend to a local winery, Mays Valley, and they have a fall fest. And so, I mean, I pet goats, I had wine,
Hmm.
I went into a corn maze. She and I got lost. We survived. But where we came out, they were doing the pumpkin chunkin pumpkin. You know, you know what?
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
The pumpkin thing. And wow. And some very serious teen on a four-wheeler was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Can't come out because they had like old TVs and tractors and stuff lined up in this cornfield where they had mowed and they're shooting pumpkins. So we came out in the like target area. So yes, I've seen
Wow.
that. There was also like potato guns, like where you put
Fen
yes,
loves potato guns.
he does. He does. That's okay. I mean, we can leave it in. He's just commenting. He's a big fan.
Yeah.
But there was also apple cannons, which that was my jam.
Oh.
One, I don't know, it's just fun to like,
Fire
like have
fruit.
like a fire. Yeah, I'm not into archery. I'm not into bowling. I just want to put fruit in a cannon and fire it at paint cans. That's all I want
Look,
out of life.
different strokes for different folks. No
Absolutely.
judgment here.
And they're
I
all the
am very
bad apples that
jealous.
fell and couldn't be used. So if I'm not turning it into cider or into, anything else, why not load it into an air rifle, I guess.
Yeah, it's like nature's rage room. I mean, I definitely want to do
Mm.
some pumpkin stuff this year. Some pumpkin chunkin.
Yes. Do you carve pumpkins, paint pumpkins?
Yes, I carve.
Yeah.
Halloween is very important to me in my household, more
Oh,
so than any other holiday. It's where I feel like I shine in my creativity.
yes.
But that's why I'm so stoked for the upcoming season and skeletons and skulls and all that fun stuff. So
I swung
yep,
by a store recently and they had all of their Halloween teas out. And I'm like, a cute ghost one, a cute pumpkin one. I'm just taking them all. I'm ready.
yeah,
You know what? Don't put them
yes,
out if you don't want me to buy it and wear it too early. Like, I don't care if it's not Labor Day yet. I'm already wearing my Halloween stuff. Already gonna
good.
happen.
That's yes. So yeah, all in all, I think if anybody wants to go listen to our Wisconsin State Fair episode, we interviewed locals. We talked to the State Fair spokesperson. Sarah tried her first cream puff live on the
Indeed.
air. So just give it a listen and get inspired to visit some of these state fairs that I think a lot of them happen during the late summer, early fall.
Oh, it's just kicking
So
up. Yeah, there's a lot of state
yeah,
fairs that are just now getting started. So, and also thank you to the Wisconsin State Fair staff and everyone who put it together. One, kudos to you for
yes,
having the energy. I don't understand how, but
yeah,
put on a good
yes,
show. You were also welcoming. I had a fabulous time. And yeah, check out
yeah.
some of the other state fairs and local fairs that are going on in your area because it's just make core memories, people. Get out there and do it.
Yeah, definitely. And stay tuned this season, States of Discovery, our new podcast. We are going to have some really fantastic episodes and content. So, stay tuned and we'll see you guys next time.